Hey everybody, welcome back to Financial Fix with Sharnella. One of my favorite things to do is go on a bike ride. It's great for exercise, and the views out here on the Macomb Orchard Trail are great. But today I wanted to take a break here from a bike ride, and I wanted to talk about something that's very important, and that is planning for retirement. Now, I know a lot of people that are watching, you may have heard the reports or even read stories about the fact that many Americans today are ill prepared for retirement. Well, I'm not here to just repeat that message, but I want to talk about some of the things that you can do to help better prepare yourself for retirement. And one of those things is if you own a home, which is a great thing, a marvelous thing, because a home can add hundreds of thousands of dollars to your retirement plan, right? Because of the equity that you gain from owning a home. But the first thing you want to do before you retire is to make sure that you pay your home off, because the fewer expenses you have going into retirement, the better. Also, if you have a car note, pay off all car notes. So have no mortgage payments, no car notes in retirement. That's a very safe bet for you moving into retirement. The next thing is, what do your investments look like? What do your investments look like? Have you adequately sat down with your retirement planner or your financial planner and determined what are the best retirement vehicles for you to invest in? I'm not going to tell you should go aggressive if you're young, you should go modest if you're old. Really, it all depends on what your level of tolerance is with regards to your investments. What is your risk tolerance? Now, for me, I would probably go conservative. Personally, I'm not in the stock market right now simply because I don't understand it. I use my retirement funds in a different way. Private money lending, which is something that you can do as well in retirement. If you have hundreds of thousands in retirement, you can make thousands of dollars each year doing private money lending to investors on their real estate projects and putting in almost no work at all. I mean, you do your investigating up front, a couple of hours just to do the investigation to make sure that the investment is the type of investment that is safer than if you were to put your money in the stock market where you have no control over it. So that's what I do with my retirement funds. And so this is another thing that you can do in retirement with your retirement funds to make money. So the other thing that you want to do before retirement is to make sure that you have saved 10 times your yearly income. And yes, that's a lot of money. Continue to diligently save, not just 10 times your income in your retirement account, but also you should have a six-figure savings. And I've talked to you before about having a fund that is for emergencies, but also this emergency fund can be used in your retirement because there's going to be things that come up in your retirement that you don't anticipate that may be beyond your control and may be in addition to what you anticipated your expenses would be in retirement. What you're going to do is focus on investments in your retirement that's going to continue to earn you anywhere between 10 to 15% a year, 10 to 15% APR each year. So again, you want to make sure that you're saving not just in retirement, but you're also saving money in your savings account. Now, the money that you're putting into your savings account, rather than let it sit in the bank earning pennies each month, you should take that money and put it in a certificate of deposit where you'll earn at least 4%. And again, this is your emergency fund, and this is also money that can be used later on in retirement for things that you don't anticipate, the additional costs that you don't anticipate coming up. Now, many of you have a retirement plan, 401k or 403b through your employer. I recommend you max that investment out. Put in as much money as your employer will allow you. Right now with a 401k or a 403b, you can put in up to $31,000 a year into that retirement account if you are 50 and above. If you're younger, then you can't put in quite as much. But if you're under the crunch and you're 50 plus, you could put in up to $31,000 a year through a 401k plan. Now, if you're doing an IRA, which is an individual retirement account, you're limited to just $8,000 a year. And that can be a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA. You can put in up to $8,000 a year if you're 50,000 and above. So our new President Trump has increased that amount by $1,000 to help people the ages 50 and above to play catch up for retirement. So the other thing I want to caution you about is, for some of you young people and maybe some of you people that are 50 and plus, and you're looking into buying a home, I would not recommend you use your retirement funds to pay for a home, even if you can borrow against it. So last, I want to leave you with this thought. In retirement, once you retire from your job, that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to stop working. Maybe there's a hobby that you can monetize, something that doesn't require a whole lot of effort or a whole lot of physical effort, something that you can enjoy that will also earn you some extra income on the side. Because let's face it, trying to plan for retirement ourselves, without an employer's pension is very difficult in these days. Also, the retirement income that the government gives us, Social Security, that may or may not be around when we get ready to retire, us 50-year-olds and younger. And for those who do get the Social Security, it isn't enough. Oftentimes, it's just barely enough to cover a few expenses, and that's it. So you decide how you want to live in retirement. If you want a comfortable retirement, find a place to invest your money where you can make the most interest, to live off that interest, or at least have that interest pay a portion of your bills each month. Just remember this. In life, everything is difficult, right? If you're trying to accomplish anything in life, you're going to have obstacles. You can get through these obstacles. For your retirement plan, what I say is dedicate as much money as you can to your 401k plan. Save as much as you can in your savings account. Put it in a CD to earn more money. And with your retirement funds, later on, once you leave your employer, there are options to become a private money lender, and I can help you do that, where you can earn anywhere between 12 to 15% APR interest on your investments. So if you'd like to learn more about that, contact me, Sharnella@SharnellaClark.com. That's my email address. And say, hey, Sharnella, I want to learn more about private money lending that I can get into with my retirement funds. Okay? See you on the next episode, and like and subscribe if you like my content.